in a third-person perspective. Huh. Is this the equivalent of Deadpool talking about the Marvel universe, but roasting them? Okay. Nyaika is that guy who thinks so highly of himself. Aloza Wachitalonyo, but then also he's also a very humble guy if you meet him in person. But if you don't know him, you're most likely going to think he's very cocky, but very, very humble guy. That's the simplest. Yeah. So, one thing you need to know is this small sensor is not going to beat that big sensor you guys are filming me on. It might almost look the same. It might look like the phone is gonna be better than the camera, but if you give that camera to someone who knows how to use it properly, the difference is night and day. So for now, no, it's gonna take a longer time because the cameras have much bigger sensors, right? And these phones have very tiny sensors, so it's hard for this phone to beat that camera. It's really hard. It's gonna be a while. Most expensive piece of tech is probably either my 16-inch MacBook M1 Pro or my Sony A7 IV. I move with those usually most of the time, either one of them. And the cheapest is probably, I have this small dongle adapter that I use for connecting this standard hard drives to my laptop. That thing is about 5,000 Uganda shillings, so which is an equivalent of $1.25, which is probably my cheapest piece of tech that I have. So when they were opening Aura, I love my camera. It's a very good camera. It's the best of both worlds, and the A7 IV. Very good in pictures, very good in photos. It's just the sweet spot. Because it is 33 megapixels, it's able to have very high resolution pictures, better than the A7 R5, which is I think 62, and also good enough to perform in low light like the A7S3. So it's just at the sweet spot, and it's also not very expensive because both of the cameras I mentioned are above $3,500, and this one is just at $2,500, depending on where you get it from. So it is the sweet spot, right? However, the one thing I don't like about it is it's a bit big. I feel like it's big. If I could get the smaller version, there's the A7 4C, I think. It's the smaller version where the same specs, same sensor, same everything. The difference is in the size, and also they take away the viewfinder and what is it called? The card slots. You only get one, but it's an amazing camera. If it had CF Express Type C card, I would happily buy it and use it because it is smaller and I never use my viewfinder, so it's big. As much as it's one of the smaller cameras, I feel like it's big. And one final thing I hate about it, this is recent. I went to shoot when they were opening Aura. I was doing videos and client put lasers in there, so he messed up. If you look close enough in my pictures, you'll see 2 laser damages in there. So I don't like it as much as I used to. Well, for starters, it doesn't sit well with me. It's because most of these people use it to degrade us. Because I remember I was having an argument with someone on Twitter, and the person was like, obviously a cameraman, and they only said it because they wanted to offend us. So most of the time, no one will call you a cameraman, because that is how they feel about you, but to offend you. So just ignore them. Know that deep down inside you make a lot more money than them. And it's a very noble profession. So when you call me a cameraman, Good thing that camera puts food on my table, so it doesn't really bother me. So it's a non-issue for me. But out of respect, Twitter photographers, videographers, all level. Okay, let's go and run it back. In P2, my English teacher, I think she was called Miss Mukasa. She, you know those things where they ask all the kids what you want to be when you grow up. I remember telling her I wanted to be a computer wizard. That's long before computers, and I was very nerdy. I did IT and all those things. In O level, I honestly did not know what I wanted to be, but I knew I wanted to be in something that was fun. I didn't want it to be a videographer, photographer. That just happened recently. So when we failed to get jobs, that's when we started picking up cameras and doing an amazing work. Just so happened that the skill and talent was still there. But with all honesty, I didn't know what I wanted to be in O level. So the one thing about videography and photography, you don't know how the internet is going to react to your content. So all you have to do is put it out there. Yeah, you've seen the lousiest videos get billions of views. Gangnam Style, before we had 1 billion views on YouTube. The guy just showed up from nowhere and people loved his video and it blew up. Kabilame, no one knew him until he started uploading his things. Now he's a big sensation, chilling with your favorite celebs. Before I started uploading videos in 2022, that's when I started uploading videos, right after COVID. I was trying to dance on TikTok, because one, for starters, I'm not a dancer. I don't like being in front of the camera, but I know I like videos. So I figured putting videos of other people out there is the best next things to do. So ideally, the one recommendation or one advice I can give you guys is do the work and make sure you put it on the internet. That is all I can say. Put it out there. My most viewed video, as soon as I shot it, I knew this is going to do well because it was a natural, it was authentic. It was an authentic moment. So if you have things like those, or if you have things that you actually feel like, yeah, this will do well, put it out there. Let the internet decide how they feel about it, and that might just kickstart your career. Most of you think by keeping your content on the hard drives, will get it anywhere. No. You won't know if it is good, you won't know if it is trash. You just keep it there. Even if it's for your client. Tola yo take care, do something.